Hello, welcome back. Today we are on the second episode of my track by track series, where I'm going over every song on my brand new debut EP, A Sign of Change, which is just released exclusively on Tidal, so go check it out. It will be dropping on your favorite streaming platform at the end of August, so stay tuned for that. I will be letting you all know about a specific release date as soon as I can. But for now, you can listen to it on Tidal and let me know what you think. I hope you like it. I worked really hard on it and I'm really proud of how it turned out. And today we are going into the final track of the EP, The Reaper. This is actually the song that was featured on Tidal in their Serene Storytellers playlist, as well as on their Spotlighted Songs, which is really cool to say. Let's get into it. Starting out, compared to the last song that I talked about, we only have two guitars instead of like 4 or 6 tracks of guitar. And you'll hear it's again two different tones, panned to each ear to kind of create a fuller, interesting textural sound to it. It's more simple compared to the last ago, which I think kind of adds to the vibe of the song. It's definitely a darker tone, where the last ago is more of a sad meaning, I feel. This one is not necessarily sad, obviously it's called The Reaper, but it's more of a darker feeling. And then we get into a little intro, which I think is so fun. So this is created from 4 different vocal tracks, again panned to different sides. And originally this was actually one of the last things that I added into the mix. I had just the verse going and then I was like, I kind of want something more to it. So I added these kind of like background hums. And I think it sounds really cool. It's kind of eerie, which is, I feel like, the point, it's the Reaper. Ooh, it's kind of creepy. And then we get into the verse.
I have seen the Reaper. He's a regal man. He cares for the lives of others, but knows that life has a plan.
So, starting at the beginning of the verse, we have our main vocals.
I have seen the Reaper. He's a regal man.
And this is 3 different tracks. Again, I love panning. I think it's so fun. It's the same vocals, kind of edited differently to kind of give more texture to it again.
Of others, but knows that life has a plan.
And they are all different takes. Like, it's not the same copy, except for these 2 are the same, the 2 background. But this one is different, so the timing of them is a little different, so it kind of adds like an echo, which is, again, adding to the eerie kind of mystery vibe to it. And then something that's fun is this little sound effect down here, which I think is this one. So weird. And so in the last song that I talked about, I had mentioned that I'm a very vocal mindset person. So this is just vocals with a lot of stuff added to it. Let's hear it. It's really kind of odd. Yeah. And then this one, I believe, I don't know if it's the same exact one. I think it's a little different. Again, with a lot of different effects added to it. And you'll see that compared to these ones where it has the 26 for the amount of takes I've taken, because again, I'm trying to get it like perfect or like as close to perfect as I can. These ones, I don't really care about it being perfect because I'm putting on these effects, I'm putting it in the background. It's really just to add to the texture of it. Oh, I don't remember if all of these were on. Oh well. Um, and so it just kind of like gives this really cool texture, I feel. And then when it's put behind all this,
has a plan. Who are you?
and it's a cool way to kind of lead the vocals without using like the main verse melody, I guess. So like in the gaps of me singing, it kind of keeps you going forward with the momentum of the song and just kind of keeps you connected, which I think is cool. And then we have down here
Who are you?
the harmony. I love a harmony.
Who am I?
And then we have the chorus, which is so fun, so fun.
Stare from afar.
So again, we have up here, I wanted to keep, so again, this was one of the last things I added. So I wanted to keep the vibe of these background hums, but I didn't want to do the same thing. And so what I did instead was I recorded individual takes of me doing a certain note. Let me do this individually. Oh, well, this one changes eventually. Sounds a little weird on its own, but it sounds cool together. And then the third one. And I think it's so fun. Like, I don't know, it's the same vibe, but in a different way. So it kind of like sounds cohesive compared to the verse, but it still like has its own unique identity in the chorus, which I think is so cool.
Stare from
And then
afar.
we have, instead of, in some songs, like, okay, so I mentioned before in the previous video, which if you haven't seen it, go check it out because a lot of the stuff throughout the EP has the same ideas. So a lot of things are similar. In this one, I had mentioned I like to do a lead vocal followed by a harmony that follows the lead vocal the whole time. And so when I first did this, I had this vocal.
Stare from afar.
And that was, I didn't pan it at all. It was centered just like this. And that was all that I had for the main vocals.
Stare from afar.
But I added the harmony to it. And I was like, it would sound kind of cool if I panned it so that each one was in each ear. So it's a different vocal in each ear for the lead vocals. And they're going together, but one's a harmony. So you hear them both at the same time. And they're doing the harmonies, but it's like they're both the lead, which I think is cool.
Stare from afar. Start reaching out.
And then we have the vocals in the background that are the harmonies.
Stare from afar. Start reaching out.
So cool. And because I think they're pretty, let's go over them. So these might just be the same leads, but in the background. Yeah, same exact thing, but put to the back, so it's kind of like still in each ear, the main vocal, which is this one, the first one that I had. But then we have the harmonies down here.
Stare from afar, start reaching out.
And I love movement. I said this last time again. I keep repeating myself, but it's true. I love movement. So in this one, I think it's this vocal.
Stare from afar.
Stare from afar. I love it. So cool. Then we have, what's this? More harmonies, but these ones have more reverb to them, so it's kind of echoey and fuller compared to the other ones. Let's see. And compared to the other ones, these ones are a lot shorter, so it's a lot quicker. It's not stare, it's stare from afar. You know, like it's quick. And all together with all those that you heard. So again, you can hear the reverby vocals down here in the background, in between the held note, you know? And then it kind of leads into the next section of the chorus.
Stare from afar. Start reaching out.
Start reaching out.
Searching for something to hold, with nothing to be found.
Super cool. And then down here, I didn't even mention these from before. So let's go back to the verse one. Our instruments that I have. And again, this is adding to that eerie mystery vibe. And so it starts at the verse.
I have seen the Reaper, he's a regal man.
And then we go into the chorus one, which continues with this flute-ish noise thingy. And it's still eerie, but it's like a different quality to it, I feel. And so
Stare from afar.
the focus on this section is more the voice, so I didn't really want to go too crazy in the instrument department. And so I think overall it kind of like adds to a really cool quality and cool tone to the whole song. And then we go into the next verse.
I have seen the Reaper, my friends have seen him too.
And you know what? Completely forgot. Let's check out the lyrics while we're doing this. And let me close this.
Have seen him too.
And right now we're like over here.
Spare me, they've all been taken, but I'll be seeing him twice soon. Who are you?
And again, if you want to hear the full song, check it out on Tidal. Or you can wait until it fully releases everywhere at the end of August. But if you want to listen to it now, which I recommend, go check it out on Tidal. It's free. You don't need an account, but I recommend making one and following me.
Stare from afar.
And the chorus, same thing. Beautiful, eerie. But this leads us into the bridge, which I think is a fun section as well.
Gasping, then I
So let's take it part by part. We have the bridge, which has a different tone to it compared to the other sections of the song for the main vocals. This is more natural compared to other things. It's not really super edited. It probably has some EQing and some reverb, but nothing crazy. This one,
gasping, then I'm drowning.
is kind of like you're in a box. I don't know, is the vibe it's giving. Um, it's definitely more edited and it's kind of far away and it's kind of, I don't know, ghostly.
Gasping, then I'm drowning.
And then we have the harmonies, or the, not harmonies.
Starting to decay.
I guess I tripled the vocals here. It's, I don't know if that's what it's called. It's doubled, but it's 3 times, so it's tripled. I don't know. And these ones each have, again, their unique tone to them. They sound kind of robotic-y, but I feel like it's not like a robot. I don't feel like is the vibe of this section.
Gasping, then I'm drowning. Starting to decay.
And then we have the backgrounds, which I think are so fun as well. And you'll notice these ones aren't identical. Like compared to the other background harmonies I've had, these ones are intentionally different to kind of add more of something, some sort of story going on here in each ear. Again, panned to each side, and it's a different melody in each side, which I think is cool. Then we have more harmonies down here.
Gasping, then I'm drowning. Starting to decay.
And then we have another harmony that comes in later.
Beg for your attention. That always seems to fade.
Something you'll notice here, little secret, you'll hear
That
always seems to fade, but that was the original lyrics. Then I changed it for the main, but I didn't really change it for the background because it doesn't really matter.
that only seems to fade.
And it's a small change, but I changed the word always to only, and I feel like you'll see it over, where is it? I don't even know where it is. But, oh, that's because I changed the lyrics and I did not change it here. When you see the sky fade, then you'll see your grave was the original lyrics. Then I changed it to always seems to fade. And then I changed it to only seems to fade because always seems to fade means it could be different. You keep trying and it keeps fading, but maybe one time the attention sticks. Only seems to fade. It doesn't matter what you do. It's only gonna fade away. You're not gonna keep that attention forever. And I feel like that was the vibe that I was going for. That was what I tried to give off. So I feel like the change, it was cool. It was a fun change. And then down here, weird. So again, a lot of texture going on. This is, again, to add to that eerie mystery. First, we have just kind of like some sort of staticky noise with tapping. And this was, the static is because I recorded me tapping my desk. And so it's just the room noise. But because of the effects I put on, then it gives it more of a staticky texture to it. And then I rotated it in, I think it's the rotor cabinet or whatever it is. I love the rotor cabinet. Let's see. Oh my gosh, maybe not. Oh no, yeah, right here, the rotor. I love the rotor cabinet. It's so fun. It spins the noise, which I think was cool because the tapping is kind of coming from or all around you. It's like, where am I? And again, with the sound of it being in a box, it's kind of like a coffin, and it's like, who's in that coffin? Who's tapping? Are they still alive? I don't know what's happening there. And then the other noises we have down here, kind of just like banging. I think I was again knocking on my desk, so it has the quality, the tech, or what is it? The noise of the room and just like ambient noise, and then the tapping. Is somebody knocking? Is that footsteps? I don't know. You tell me. Then we have the last one of the three. Another type of knocking, but this one is kind of a higher pitch to it, and it's more far off as well.
Starting to decay. Beg for your attention. That only seems to fade. Slip away. Slip away. Into the grave. Slip away. I have seen the Reaper. He carries salvation.
Back into the verse, baby.
He puts himself before you, makes you wait in anticipation.
Two things here. So, in the end of the verse, makes you wait in anticipation is the full lyric. But I thought it would be cool if, again, it's the Reaper. And the whole idea is I've seen the Reaper. I survived it, but my friends didn't. My friends saw the Reaper too, and they're gone. I'll be seeing him again soon because my time's coming eventually. So the idea is you've seen the Reaper, you're talking about seeing him, you're talking about your friend seeing him, you're talking about what it was like, and then at the end you're explaining, I'll see him, I've seen him, and I know what he's like, and I'm about to see him again. And then you do, and then you don't get to finish your sentence. Because you're gone, baby. Second thing is that breath. So when I came up with the idea for the EP, well, I guess I was writing the songs and then I formulated the EP. And so I started it with the first song of the EP is called The Circle of Life. The final song is The Reaper. And again, it's about life. So it starts with the first breath of life, which you'll hear when I go over the Circle of Life, the song. And then it ends with the last breath of life. And then what I love to do whenever I listen to music, I always have a playlist going or I'll play an album. I always have it looped. So if you play this looped, you're in that cycle. You're in the circle of life. You're hearing the first and last breath and you're hearing everything that's going on in between. And I think that is such a cool thing that I came up with. So yeah, that's cool. And then the last thing I want to talk about before we depart from this song is the inspo for it. So when I came up with the song, you might have picked up on it, you might not have. I think it's kind of clearer in the bridge and the last verse. But the song was originally I wrote it about my plants, and in this sense, I am the reaper. And so I'm the one who gives them life. I'm the one watering them. I'm the one neglecting them. I'm the reason they're alive and why they're dead. In the end, I've seen the Reaper. He carries salvation. He puts himself before you, makes you wait in anticipation. And the salvation is me drinking my own water. When I'm thirsty, I drink. When they're thirsty, hopefully I water them. Obviously, they're doing well, some of them. But if I forget to water them, sorry, they die. And I think it's a cool, I don't know, interpretation of something so simple as watering your plants. And it's kind of like taken from the perspective of the plants and how they view me. Of course, I called myself a regal man because why not? Um, but yeah, that is the Reaper. It has such a fun meaning. I don't know. I was told that I sometimes make music from things that other people don't think about. And I feel like this is a good example of that. And I think it's really cool. So I hope you like it. Go check out my EP, streaming now on Tidal. Or you can wait until the end of August. But why wait when you can live this art right now? Go check it out. Listen to the song again. Let me know if you catch all the different themes of plants and kind of my intention behind the song. Let me know what you think. And stay tuned for the next track by track. This is only the second of 6, so more to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.